Okay guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to identify a good stock, how to buy a good stock, especially on the Nigerian stock market. So here is my actually account, and this is what you actually do once you log into your account. So the next thing here is that you scroll down to this point, come down to this point where we have the Nigeria stock, which is this point. Okay, you click on this Nigeria stock. Today I'm going to be talking on just the Nigeria stock only. Okay, so how do you actually identify a good stock to actually buy? Okay guys, so this is what you actually do. You click on this Nigeria stock market. Once you click on it will actually display the different portfolio of what we have. We have different stock markets. We have Dangote, Sugar, we have FCMB. You can actually come down to this point where we have to CO, then you click on it. Okay, you click on this CO. Okay, then it will actually display all the stock that we actually have. Okay, like I said, we have FCMB. Here we have, okay, here this is where you actually click on CO, where we have the access, the airtime, we also have the Boa cement, we have the Boa food, we have Dangote, several of it. Okay, so you can actually come down to this point where we have this CO. Okay, click on it, you click on CO. It will actually display all the stock market that we have when it comes to Nigeria. So today we are going to be looking at how to identify a good project. Okay, it's not just all the stock that we have here that you just venture into it. There are some things that you check. You don't just partner with any of these or maybe become a shareholders with them. You look at, number one thing that you need to look at is what is the liquidity that some of all these companies can actually withstand. What I mean by liquidity outstanding is that in the essence of there is always a up movement and always a down movement. Everything that actually goes up will surely actually do what comes down. So you first of all think of in the time of challenge, can this company actually survive? What are the other market evaluations that they actually have that make them too strong when it comes to whatever condition, whatever challenge that they're actually facing? Okay, now here we have access. Okay, we have access. We also have airtime, which is Airtel. We also have this Boa cement. Now, one thing is that I always tell my students is that you have to consider those projects that they have other means of making money. Okay, one of the projects that you have to look into when it comes to stock market is this particular one. But remember, I'm not your financial advisor. You can actually do your own personal diligence before you key into it. So you see these projects, you look at those things that even when we're actually in a very hard time, how this company can actually be making money. Okay, these are some of the things that you actually have to look into, like airtime. Airtime is one of the things that we need to buy shares with Airtel, and it has to do with no matter the challenge in the market, they have what it takes. They have that financial sustainability to withstand whatever challenge that they actually have. Okay, these are some of the things that you have to think of and then put it into consideration before you actually venture into to buy some of all this stock. Now, this is what you do. Now, we're actually mentioning Airtel Africa here. So you come down to this point, you click on it. Okay, once you click on it, there are some things that you need to look into. Okay, there are some things that you need to look into. One of those things are this. You use this point here to do your personal analysis. Okay, you don't just buy a particular stock when the stock is at a very high price. Okay, you have to buy a particular stock when you know that the price of this stock has already dropped. Okay, that is one of the things that a lot of people that actually venture into stock market, they doesn't understand. You buy a particular stock when the price is very low. Okay, and how do you do that? You come down to this point, you click on this point. We have 1 minute here. We also have 1 week. Okay, then we also have 3 minutes, and then we also have 1 year. Okay, these guys, we also have 5 years. That is what this. So what we do is that we look at 1 week, what has really happened. This stock has been down for over 1 week, and then let's look at what has happened for the over 1 minute. It's still down. Let's look at what has happened over 3 minutes. It's still down. Let's look at the structural movement of 1 year. It means that between this year interval, there was a time that it actually moved up, you get to a particular price at a very high price, it dropped down a little bit, and it actually, when it dropped down, it ranged a little bit, it dropped down again. So merely looking at this chart, okay, this is where a lot of people, when this market started, it was at the price of 2,155.90, and then it rose to this price. Okay, it rose to this price where we have about 2,300 and something. So from the price of 1,000 something to the price of 2,375.50. So it means that currently now the price of this Africa is actually dropping. The price movement is actually dropping. So this is what you actually do. For those of you that want to, venture into it, you can actually wait for it a little bit to actually drop down before you can actually buy. And then mind you, there are some set of people that actually buy from this price because suddenly the price was very high and it crashed down. So this is the moment that the richer get richer because they actually buy when the price is low. But one thing that a lot of people doesn't understand is that they always buy when the price is very high, and by the time they will venture into it, they will now observe that the price keep crashing down, they keep losing. So you only actually buy when the price is very, very low. I've given you guys some of the secrets. Like I said, the Africa has a lot of backup liquidity when it comes to this share project. Now, it means that there are a lot of people that actually use this product, and no matter what is happening in the society, a lot of people will actually be using it. So it's one of the stock that we actually need to look into it. And then, like I said earlier, I'm not a financial advisor, but these are the criteria that you need to put into place, and then before you can actually buy a particular stock. Like I said, a lot of people, by the time they come in, they always buy stock when the price is high. Please, you have to use this 1 week, 1 minute, 3 minutes, and then look at the structural movement of that particular shares. It is advisable for you to buy when the price of a particular stock is very, very low. Like I said, the price of this particular stock actually start from this particular price and then rose to this point. You are seeing the structure on my screen. Actually started, the price was very low at the price of 2,155, and then the price actually moved to about 2,300. So that's to tell you that it has already gone to a very high price. But actually currently now, the price of this Africa is actually dropping down. So it is more advisable to actually comes in now, because the price has actually dropped enough of it. So like I actually said, I'm not a financial advisor, but for the bigger players in this business, they always buy when the price is low. But one thing that we don't understand is that a lot of people actually buy when the price is very high, and then when it started crashing down, that is when they will actually start selling, and then you sell at a lost price. Okay, but the bigger players, this is when they actually come in, when the masses are actually going out with their money now. This is when they actually comes in. Okay, they buy at a very cheaper price and then sell it out at a very high price. Okay, and that is how we actually make money on this particular thing. I believe with this preliminary video that I've done now, you can actually use it and then to analyze other particular stock in the Nigerian stock market. And I bet you, if you can follow this up, if you have any question, you can drop it on my comment box and then to follow it up. For those of you that doesn't have an account on this particular video, I have my referral link. It's very easy to actually create your account, and then you can actually follow it up. So once again, thank you for watching this video. You can actually share it to others to actually get the inside aspect of this, and I believe that it will actually help a lot of people. So once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I believe that I will also drop other videos to do some proper analysis on other stock. Once again, thank you so much, and God bless you all.